Hello, good morning, and welcome. Today, I would like us to discuss a conversation or have a conversation around whether it is better to have a mortgage or whether it is better to just build with your own money or resources. Now, every human being is different. Every individual has their goals, their wishes. Personally, I've never had a mortgage. I remember living overseas, and I always used to wonder how our colleagues did it, how they could have a 30-year mortgage. I always used to wonder how it felt like to pay for a loan for 30 years. When I look at properties, they depreciate after a long time. Now, I think the question of whether or not to have a mortgage is an individual matter. Personally, I've never had a mortgage, and in all likelihood, I'll never have a mortgage. And the reason is absolutely simple. I believe that when you finance property on your own, you'll save anywhere from 20% to about 60%. I'll give you an example. If you build a two-bedroomed house on your own, assuming you're using the right skilled labor, assuming you are in the right area so you're not paying extreme expenses on transportation, you are probably going to spend on that two-bedroomed house here in Zambia around 600,000 kwacha maximum. And that includes tiles, electricity, bathtub, ceiling board, and we're also talking about good quality material. 600,000 kwacha. Now, depending on your cash flow, you might be able to pay that cash, or you might be able to pay that over a long period of time. So let's take away the time factor in the cash payment option. Now, let's say you took that same loan and you were paying, most mortgages are around 12 to 25% interest rate, depending on your credit worthiness per year. So if you are paying 12% on 600,000, you are around 72,000 kwacha in interest. Compounded over 10 years, you are probably going to be paying around 80 to 100,000 kwacha per year in interest. So multiply that by 10 years, your mortgage will then become 1.7 to 2 million plus other fees. With mortgages, it's never a straightforward mortgage. With mortgages, there are always hidden fees. There is signing fees, there is interest, there's transfer fees, there's all kinds of fees that sometimes at the time you are getting the loan, you are not going to be fully aware of. So when you are done paying your mortgage after 10 years, let's just put it bare minimum. The shortest mortgage is around 5 to 10 years. The longest, we call the medium term mortgages, 10 to 15 years. And here in Zambia, we don't have 30-year mortgages. Generally, they end at around 20-year mortgages. If there's a 30-year mortgage, then it's a special arrangement. So if you then have you are paying now total 2 million kwacha on a two-bedroomed house, and then you take that 2 million kwacha, you divide it by the number of months. If your salary is 50,000 kwacha per month, you may find that your monthly payment on that mortgage is around 24 to 25,000 kwacha. That means half your salary is gone. So not only are you paying with half of your income, you are also losing time and so many other things. That's why I personally do not like mortgages. I do not recommend mortgages. Maybe because I have so much cash flow in terms of business investments, I therefore don't see the need for mortgages. However, there are people who are professionals, they don't own any businesses, they don't do anything, and a mortgage might be a good thing for them. Some of them might be couples, some of them might be individuals. I don't know. It's your personal decision. But always remember that with a mortgage, you are paying 3, maybe 1.5 to 2.5 times more for that item than you would if you were doing a cash option. So think about it, pray about it, plan around it, and make sure that you prepare for the shock that may come with the high interest rates. And sometimes the interest rates on that mortgage are not fixed. Oftentimes they're not fixed. So for example, if at the beginning of your mortgage, you were paying 25% interest per annum, and let's say the economy improves and interest rates, base rates are cut down to around 12%, there are very few banks that will come to you and say, oh, by the way, we need to reduce on your interest. They'll never do that. But they'll always come back to you and say, oh, we need to increase because the inflation rate has gone up, the base rate has gone up, and so on and so forth. So mortgages rarely have fixed interest rates, so you need to be ready also to pay more as a result of that, and you need to be ready to adjust. So your income, your net income may fluctuate with that. So think about that, pray about that. My recommended formula is if you are willing to pay 25,000 kwacha per month in a mortgage, why not start building your house with 25,000 kwacha per month? Simple. That way, in certain months where you want to take a break, you can take a break. You take a vacation, you take a vacation. But when you tie yourself to a mortgage, I've seen people lose houses. Good people lose houses because they were in a contract that they couldn't get out of. Have a good day. Seek professional advice. Seek counsel. Pray about it. And God will help you. Thank you. I'm out.